This is Doom: The Dark Ages, which is another game that we will be playing this year. Um, this is going to be May 15th, so this will be a May game. I don't know what else is coming out in May yet, but we do know that we're going to be scheduling this one in. So this is the developer direct. It's about 12 minutes long, so this is like an overview of the game. What's coming up. So we're going to watch this today, get ready for it, because we are going to be playing this. Thingnar says, I saw rumors that Elder Scrolls 6 is going to be PC, Xbox exclusive. I would probably, or it'll be something like what they did with Indiana Jones and the Great Circle, which means PC, Xbox for the first 6 months, and then PS5, because that's how they're doing Indiana Jones. And if I had to guess, that's probably how they'll do future titles. Some titles they may decide to do Xbox PC only to push Game Pass sales, and that's up to Microsoft. But as you can see, not every Bethesda project is going to be a PC Xbox exclusive. Like this is going to be Game Pass, Xbox, PS5, Steam, so it just depends on the title. I know Starfield is still only Xbox and PC, but Indiana Jones they did both, so we shall wait and see. Let's give this a look and take a peek. Sorry, not Bethesda, ZeniMax.
Hello, and welcome to Dallas, Texas, home of id Software, where more than 30 years ago, a small team of game developers helped define and set a course for first-person shooters. A lot has changed since then, but our team is as passionate as ever. And the most important values at the core of our games, innovation, craftsmanship, and performance, remain a priority for us to this day.
And as you're about to see, those values are infused in every aspect of this latest installment in the legendary Doom franchise.
This looks awesome.
It is an honor to work on this game, to carry on id's tradition of creating all-out, groundbreaking levels of fun.
So now, we're excited to share with you a look at our most ambitious game yet. This is Doom: The Dark Ages.
I can't
That was
wait.
so
This is gonna be
stupid
so
I
much
mouthed
fun.
the words.
Oh, the shield.
In Doom: The Dark Ages, you will feel like the superweapon in the center of a medieval war against hell. Set in a cinematic sci-fi fantasy world full of locations to explore, powerful weapons to unlock, and enemies to conquer.
Yeah, buddy.
This is a prequel to Doom 2016, and that's given us the opportunity to reimagine every aspect of this experience. So if you're new to the franchise, then Doom: The Dark Ages will be the perfect entry point into the series. And if you're a longtime fan, then you'll be proud to see, in a lot of ways, the feel of the game is really a return to form. So let's break it down, starting with the combat. In Doom Eternal, you felt like a fighter jet. In Doom: The Dark Ages, you'll be an iron tank. Heavy, strong, but still
My
fast.
God, look at that gun.
A grounded combat system with an
Oh!
emphasis on power over the acrobatics of Doom Eternal.
Is that
And
magic?
a balance between enemy projectiles and player movement speed that makes strafing to aim viable again, just like in the classic Doom games. But it's not all about nostalgia. Innovation is the goal, always. And so for Doom: The Dark Ages, it's an all-new world with new tools and new mechanics to master. Let me introduce you to
Look at that.
the
The
Shield
shield saw. Fuck
Block.
yeah.
Throw,
Get it.
parry, deflect, all from one input. It's contextual, tons of depth on
Look
a
at
single
that.
button press. You know, we want every Doom game to stand on its own as a unique experience. So in 2016, we asked you to run and gun. In Doom Eternal, it was jump and shoot. And in Doom: The Dark Ages, you're gonna stand and fight.
This sounds more like my style. I'm not a huge fan of the jumping around stuff. I like run and gun. This looks really cool.
And the Shield Saw will give you the strength to go head to head with some of the biggest, baddest demons we've ever created at id. But that's not all. Because if you're gonna stand and fight, then you gotta have something to follow up that opening parry with. How about an iron flail?
Ugh.
Or maybe an electrified gauntlet?
Yeah, I like the gauntlet.
Or even a doom spiked mace?
Even better.
That's right, we have 3 melee options that are part of a melee system.
I like the flail.
All on one input, complete with combos and upgrades. And it's totally awesome. And you can finish off the demons now with an all-new, unsynced, completely in the player's control glory kill system. From any angle, in and out, as you see fit.
Jesus.
And it feels amazing.
This
You'll
does
feel
feel, this looks
unstoppable,
amazing.
smashing your way through the horde with total freedom.
This guy's really excited
And
about
that
the game.
seems
He's
like a
making,
ton,
by
but
the way.
that's
It's
just
fucking
2
awesome.
inputs. We got one more really important button that we haven't talked about yet. The trigger. That's right, we've saved the best for last.
Oh my
Doom
God, look at
has
that
and
shit.
always will be all about the guns. And Dark Ages has some of the most ridiculously
Oh, I
powerful
want
weapons
this.
that we've ever created.
I want this so bad. I like rapid fire guns and shotguns. Rapid
Ancient,
fire and shotguns are my favorite.
brutal torture machines built to butcher, impale, and shred
What?
the minions of hell with.
That was like an impalement with an arrow. That was cool.
Only in Doom. That's the mission statement for the design of these never-before-seen, insanely fun-to-use tools of mayhem that only the Slayer has the power to wield. So let's take a look at some extended gameplay footage and
Wow.
see how these medieval mechanics synergize with the enemies and the environments to form the new combat loop for Doom the Dark Ages.
This does look freaking amazing, guys. That shield throw with the AoE. Oh, he pulled himself with the shield too. That was wicked. Jesus, this is getting my heart rate up and I'm just listening to it. Watching it. Dost thou even hoist?
And under the hood, for the first time in an id game, we've made our combat more approachable and flexible than ever before, with a new difficulty system and sliders that will allow players to tune the speed and
Players
challenge
like
of the
me
game to
who
whatever
suck
fits them
at
best.
reaction-based
You
games.
can
This means
slow
I can
things
have an
down
easy mode.
or speed them up. It's a Doom for all Slayers.
Perfect,
And the gameplay doesn't end with just the Slayer.
because I don't hoist.
We finally have for you, you've been waiting for 2 games now, to get in and pilot your very own 30-story Atlan, which is a
What?
It's the size of a building. It's powerful, and you can beat giant Titan-sized demons to death with
Holy
your gauntleted
shit.
fists. And if that
A
wasn't enough,
frickin' mech.
we also have for you your very own fire-breathing, Gatling gun-toting cybernetic dragon.
What?
Neither of these are one-and-done features either. They have a full suite of abilities and even mini-bosses. The spectacle is epic. The Power Fantasy is unlike anything we've made it in. And the combat systems behind these features are deep and tons of fun.
Dude, they are
And as
pulling
cool
out
as
all
that
the
is,
stops
We know
for
that
this.
fans of single-player
Jesus.
action games expect more than just great combat to pull them through the experience. So we're excited to share with you not just the gunplay, but the world of Doom the Dark Ages.
This is gonna be awesome.
Your hero's journey will take you to the far reaches of the Doom universe. Mysterious worlds from the Slayer's past, dark forests, dungeons, ancient hellscapes, battlefields, and worlds beyond.
Dude, I might have a
through
little bit of a
exploration,
gamer
you'll be
boner going on
unlocking
right
new
now.
abilities and
TMI.
godlike powers every step of the way. Now armed with your trusty shield saw, you're gonna cut, leap,
What?
and smash your way through environments full of secrets and treasures. There's always something new waiting to be discovered or destroyed. Now let's take a closer look at just one of the many missions you'll experience in Doom the Dark Ages. In this level, you will meet the enemy at the gates and save a city from certain destruction. Explore the medieval battlefield outside the castle walls, seeking out targets and enemy formations along the way to engage with as you see fit, with any gun you choose,
Got that
Explore
flail
what
combo.
is the largest play space ever in a Doom game, discovering secret caves and dungeon-like mines in search of
That's
vital resources.
a lot of underwater stuff.
You
even.
control the pace of the game. Where you go, who you fight, and the objectives you pursue. It's a Doom sandbox full of war and riches. Once you've broken the enemy assault, head back to the main gates, because the battle isn't over yet. And the soundtrack to your epic adventures will be composed by the award-winning team at Finishing Move, providing you with a metal soundscape that's loaded with guitars, medieval vibes, and pure adrenaline. You'll feel like you're expanding the legend of the Slayer with every mission you complete. And speaking of that legend, the story of Doom: The Dark Ages, like everything else in the
the
game,
bat metal.
is big. It's a summer
The lips.
blockbuster event.
Every
with
time I watch the
everything
bat
on
metal
line,
video, man, the lips
and
are
you
hilarious.
the star of the show. Your power is coveted by your enemies and withheld from your allies. With the Slayer imprisoned at the start of our story, the balance of power between good and evil is shifting, and time is running out. It's a new story and the perfect entry point for new players.
That shield.
It's easier to access now as we've taken the narrative out of the codex and into the cutscenes, featuring new characters, old allies, and powerful new villains. And for returning players, it leads directly into the Doom 2016 Slayer's Testaments. It's an action story worthy of the Slayer's legend.
God, look at that shot.
We've got 10 years of making modern Doom games together, and we've done better with every game we've made.
The
That's
hope
true.
with all this, the goal, is to give players an experience that's as fun to play as it was to make, and make something that's good enough to become the best game id has ever made.
But that is for you to decide. When Doom: The Dark Ages releases,
Nice. Well, we know what we're playing this May, everybody. Let's go ahead and pull that back up, just so we have that on the end. That looks amazing. Definitely a must-play game. That's gonna be, man. So we've got Eternal Strands next week. That starts on the 28th, which is next Tuesday. We're doing Eternal Strands, and then we are going from Eternal Strands to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and then Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 into Avowed, and then from Avowed we're going into Assassin's Creed Shadows, and from Assassin's Creed Shadows we're going into Adamfall, and for Adamfall we're going into, Tales of the Shire, and then from Tales of the Shire we're going into South by Midnight. From South by Midnight we're going into Expedition 33, and then Expedition 33 we're going into Doom: The Dark Ages. That's what my schedule looks like right now. Now, I'm sure there's some there might be some, like, I haven't even looked at PC games because we've got Ghost of Takai. There's some PS5 stuff that's launching this year that we don't know anything about yet. We still have no launch date. The fact that they didn't mention Fable at the Direct event yesterday means it's probably not going to be a summer. It's probably going to be a winter release. So Fable's on the table. Grand Theft Auto 6 is on the table. Dune Awakening is sometime this spring. I don't know when yet, but Dune Awakening is going to be soon, soonish. So I mean, there's a lot of good games. I'm going to be, I thought last year was busy. This year's going to be even busier. And then if I add a Switch, if I add a Nintendo Switch 2 to the table, that's going to give us even more games to play. So, yeah, it's looking good, everybody. And also, I think in about a month, I need to look at the timeline, but we're almost at our 3rd-year anniversary of full-time streaming and content creation. It's like February, mid-February, so we're almost there. So our 4th year of streaming and content is going to be really, 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 really fun. Daily streams, YouTube and Twitch, everybody. 6 a.m. Central. Multi-streaming every single day. This is the day job. We play a lot of games, so hopefully you'll check them all out, and we'll catch you in the next stream. And for everybody who's here, we're going to be continuing onwards because we're still playing Mass Effect Andromeda, and I've got about another hour left before I have to head to the vet. So let's get switched back over.